Hello my YouTube friends, welcome back. Today is going to be an eye tutorial using the brand new Carli Bybel palette. Everyone that has this sort of, I think it's like dystropia, fear of those bubble things, look away, but I guess you've already looked, so too late. I'll leave a little pinned comment. Here's what the outer packaging looks like. It's beautiful. It sort of has, these are a little bit raised, and they're just gold little jewels, and it's got Carli Bybel's name. On the back it's got information, it's got, you know, the little picture, the shelf life on it, which is 18 months, so that's a year and a half. Cruelty-free, gluten-free, free of parabens. It's $45, available at Sephora and I think Ulta. So let's take a quiet look. This is not a first impressions either. I've actually played with this palette at the store before I bought it, so that I knew I would like it. So here we've got the Anastasia, window. The sheath comes off. Ah, what a good feeling. And here are the shades. Beautiful, beautiful shades. You guys, these look rather pastel, but they are amazing on the eyes, and I want to create a lot of looks with these eyes. With these eyeshadows. And so yeah, I think it's a great deal. It's limited edition, so we've got a little brush that Anastasia always gives. It's a dual-ended brush. I really like these. I think they're great for packing on and blending out. So without further ado, if you want to see my eye look using the new Carli Bybel palette, then just keep watching. Really, before we get into it, I want to give you some swatches, and I want to let you know something about this formula. It's standard ABH, however, here's the swatches of the shimmers and metallics. There's metallics in here, and then there's sort of like a couple of satin shades. I find that 2 of them are satin, and the rest are sort of, metallic, as you can see. Well, maybe 3 are satin. But, and here are the mattes, very pigmented, and I'm not right-handed, so these swatches are terrible. What I found with this palette is, when you go straight into it, there's almost like, with the e.l.f. highlighters that you have to scrape off a layer and then you get massive pigment. It's the same thing with this. If you go in straight away and use it, it's very, very light. In fact, these were about 4 shades lighter than when I really dug my finger into it, and then I got full opacity. So just a disclaimer, if you are, unsatisfied with your palette, you need to just dig a little bit off the top. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks, but it is limited edition, and the colors are absolutely gorgeous, and the mattes blend out immaculately. You guys cannot deny that these are simply stunning shades. This one is by far the most vibrant, and this one is the second. I'm very impressed, and I did a look at the Sephora where I live, and I loved it. So I said I have to have it and review it on my channel. So as you can see, I did already one eye off camera just to save a little bit of time. So I'm going in with Chai and Cindy. There is a lot of fallout. That is why I put the powder down. And it is really pigmented though. Those two together almost remind me. This shade is, these two together remind me of Orange Soda from the Soft Glam palette. These are really, really pigmented, guys. I mean, this is only my second little layer. I barely took any, and I chucked off the excess. And plus my lights wash everything out, so it's quite different. So that is what my transition shade is going to be. Alright, so taking Bybel on a little bit of a fluffy brush. I'm just going to run that on my lower crease here. This is sort of a more muted shade. It's a mauve, like a lilac purple, but a little bit darker, so you can see there. But I really like it. It is a neutral palette, to be honest. You got a little pop of color there. We're going to use that, don't worry. I just like to throw a little bit of a base down first and then see where I want to go from there. So I think it's looking really nice. It's not patchy at all. And yeah, I can say that I really like this formula. I put some powder down to catch the fallout because there is quite a bit. And I don't want the glitter fallout to be on my face. So here, I hope you can see I've taken Steve really, really lightly. It's really pigmented. And I'm going to run that above everything just to blend it together. As you can see, a little bit goes a long way. taken way too much, and I should have learned my lesson. I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to go into Bare and actually smooth out this color. I like that there's a matte white shade in here. Easy to, you know, correct a mistake. Do you see that? It nearly creates like a light pink shift, a color to it. So I really like the way things are going right now. It's exactly what I'm picturing in my head. I'm going to get close to the mirror. Now I'm going to take Bowie, and you can see the heaps of fallout on here though. It's quite a lot. Bowie here. This is the one that's not quite as pigmented as all the rest. You have to work with it and really build it up a little bit, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. I will say though that this palette has way more fallout than the normal Anastasia Beverly Hills format as far as this particular matte goes. Trying to get close, and you can see it's not patchy at all. It nearly goes on really nicely, but since I blended away a lot of that transition color, I'm going to go back in and build it up with, I'm going to mix all three of these together and see what kind of a look we get with that. Right, going in with all three of those mattes. They, I do have to say, they sort of blend all together, like they're blending away when I'm putting pigment on. You know, it's sort of blended away really quickly. I wonder the lasting power of these shadows. I didn't test it for that long at my Sephora. I did come home and take it off. So what I'm going to do now is go into the shade Libra, and these are best applied with your fingers. And as you can see, I'm just going on the outer corner where it's darkest. It's really very vibrant, really pretty color. I love that shade. And I'm going right back into Bowie, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner and bring it in sort of at an angle like this, so that we get that pigment right in the crease and not over it, and we're not going to block out the shadow. Sort of smoke it out a little bit like that. So overall, I'm still really happy with it. Now everybody I've seen has used these two shades. If you haven't seen it, go have a look at Nikia Joy's channel, whatever, whoever else, they've used these shades. I would like to go in with sort of these shades here because they're very pigmented. So I'm going to take it with I'm going to wipe off my ring finger and put my angels right here. I don't want to go in with too much, so I don't want fallout, a lot of it. So as you can see, that's super pigmented. I want to hold it up. As you can see, it is super pigmented. When I, sort of go like this, very pigmented. Sort of has a, well, maybe it's not a green shift, it's because I've layered it on the other. That nearly looks green. It nearly looks like an entire different shade when packed on with the other shade. But as you can see, it's pigmented. I like that a lot. And I think for this, I'm going to have to use like a little concealer brush and go into Bully and pack that on the inner third. I imagine, of course, if you wet your brush or your finger, it's going to be like way more pigmented. But so far, I like it a lot. And with lashes, I think it's going to come together. I'm going to do the same thing on the lower lash line, kind of. I really like it. I think I'll wet it. See how the pigment goes. Okay, now look at it from here. Wet. Now these shadows are very capable of being built up when they're wet. I nearly want to go back and wet my finger and go into the other shades just so you can see just how pigmented these can get, because that is really pigmented. I think I'm going to also take that for the inner corner shade. Yeah, that is so pretty. Really, really nice. Really beautiful pigmented shades. I have no issues at all. So I'm going to wet my finger and go in with that gold shade, and we'll see what we get. I will say, not much different, but you know, a little bit. So far I'm not really impressed with this shade. It swatched really nicely, but on my eyes, on this camera, it doesn't seem to be picking up. But it is really, really pretty, so you can see it building up there. Sort of. What I really want to do is also I'm going to take a little bit of Moo here, sort of a lighter pale gold, put it right on the top and see how that looks. I don't know if it looks much different. Yeah, it does, definitely. Now I've taken this look entirely to a different level, haven't I? Okay, I really messed up. I think I've messed up. So over here, I went in with the shade Aura, so I'm going to do that now on this side. And this one is really, really pigmented. I'm super impressed with this shade. So you can see this shade's super, super pretty. Really nice and pigmented. Hopefully you can see that there. I'll just sort of hold this up so the lighting changes. You can see that it is much more pigmented on the eye with different lighting as well. So I'm just going to go put on liner and lashes, do the lower lash line, and all I'm going to use are the same colors. These three colors, maybe this one on the outer edge, just to connect that, and then we will do the rest of the face and chat about the palette. Alright, mascara, lashes are on. I use these Scarlet lashes from Shop Miss A actually, and they're really, really beautiful. They do not take away from the eye look at all. I think that this eye look came out really, really beautiful. What do you guys think? I really, really love it a lot. Don't mind my eyeliner mishap. I just went in with actually it's the Maybelline False Lash Effect. I think something like that. It's, anyways, the purple and black tube. Lash Sensational. That's what it is. But I'll have these linked down below. I do have a link with Shop Miss A, so you can see the eye look there. And these are only $5 for all this. So, and I find I can reuse the lashes up to about 4 times. So that really leaves you a lot of lashes for very cheap. Going in with my Becca Ipanema Sun bronzer. Just bronzing up the face and the perimeters. Really, really love the tone of this bronzer. Really, really beautiful. Got sort of a dupe for you today as well for highlighter. Oh, this bronzer gives me life. So darn pretty. For blush, I'm actually going to take, this is the Almay blush, powder blush, and this is in 20 Mauve. This is really, really hard to find, so, but it's got the star imprint on it. It's super pigmented. Can't wait for you guys to see this. I love Almay products. Recommend the matte foundation, which I'm wearing today. It's really, really beautiful. I mean, it does not settle into the fine lines at all. It's really full coverage, and it's not entirely matte. As you can see, this blush is so beautiful. Oh, it's so stunning. Almay is so underrated. I don't know. It's just, look at this. It's the most beautiful color. Oh, and I have the pink one, and I've used that in a tutorial straight before this one, so it's really, really pretty. I put a little bit above the temples as well. Why not? Blush makes me happy. Everyone here knows that about me. If you're new, I'm Ashley. I love blush. And for highlighter, we're going to go in with the Essence Glow to Go. This is the dupe for the Hourglass right here. These, I find like these 3 shades are the dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Light. It's the, like the 4 pan, it's $64, and this was only, I think, $2.99. As you can see, I took the highlighter over here, on my nose and everything. It's so blinding. I took this shade and this shade right here, and I've applied them, and they're so subtle, but you can build them up. These are just like the Hourglass. And I will show you in another video when I have the dupes video up. But as you can see, if I go in like something like when I hold something up to my face, usually it works, but when I hold something up to my face, you can see that it is super blinding. Really, really beautiful. You can see it there on the high points of the cheeks and the forehead. It's really stunning. Oh, I just love that highlighter. I'm going to set the face down. I want a dewy look, so I'm setting it down with the 4th Ray Glisten Up Mist. This has an aggressive mist, so it smells really good though, and I would mist from very far away. Last but not least, we have lips. Alright, I've just lined my lips with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in BFF. Now I'm taking the limited edition Tarte Nude. This is part of the holiday gift set, but look how pretty that looks. Stunning, actually. It looks ultra glossy. Oh yeah. So it's kind of opaque. Oh, and it smells really minty too. So this is more of like a gloss, like a tinted gloss. And I wonder if it's plumping because of that sort of that mint smell. It smells really, really good. But you guys, this is the final look using the Carli Bybel palette. I really do think that some of the mattes are really, really powdery and they sort of blend together, but overall, I think we've achieved a really nice look. Do you need it? No, absolutely not. You can totally find these colors in other palettes. So, $45, limited edition. If you're a really big fan of Carli Bybel, then of course you might want to pick it up. Rogue earring. Rude. But other than that, you know, I think it's a really, really nice look, but can you find looks like this in other palettes? Yes. The only standout looks or colors that I really see are these here, right here, so I'll sort of swatch them for you, hold them up. These right here, but I haven't used those. So, if you want me to use these 2 shades in another tutorial, this one's sort of purpley and this one's more blue, let me know and I shall do that for you. So I'm super close to 1,000 subscribers. There will be a giveaway when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, so please like and share with everyone you know. I can't wait to hit it. Honestly, it's so surreal because that was a goal I've had ever since I started my channel, was to hit 1,000 subscribers. And now it's nearly here and I can't believe that 1,000 people want to watch me. It's really, really, really surreal. I never thought even, you know, 5 people would want to watch me. 5 or 10 even. I never thought even 1, honestly. But now almost 1,000, and that was nearly only 4 months ago. So I wonder where my channel will be in, you know, like 5 years. I want to do a Q&A, sort of a Q&A. So guys, ask me questions, you know, on Instagram. My Instagram is AshleyLamora26. Ask me questions, or you can ask me here down in the comments. Leave some comments down below if you want to know things about me, and also leave comments below. Do you have this palette? Do you plan on picking it up? Do you like this eye look? Do you think it's, you know, unique, or, you know, I just don't think you need it. I really don't. But you do need that Essence highlighter, and it's Glow to Go in 10 Sun Kissed Glow. It's the only one they have. That is total dupe. And that Almay blush is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. The Ipanema Sun from Becca, that bronzer is my very favorite. Love this Almay matte foundation. You guys, it's so smooth. No creasing whatsoever. It looks, oh my gosh, airbrushed. I love it. So also for my brows, I've used the Shop Missy, the AOA Studio Brow Gel and Brow Pencil. Really, really good. Both $1. Total dupes for, you know, the Brow Wiz and the Benefit Precisely My Brow. So I will have a link down below for Shop Miss A. If you would kindly shop there, that would be amazing. Other than that, if you are not subscribed, I hope you will and become part of the family. I would love to have you. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.